Imagine a world where money isn't printed by governments but created by code. That's the vision the cypherpunks dreamed of in the early 1990s, a future where privacy, freedom, and decentralization ruled. Their ideas laid the foundation for Bitcoin, a revolutionary digital currency launched in 2009 by the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. What started as an underground movement soon exploded into a global financial phenomenon, challenging banks, governments, and the very idea of money itself. This is the fascinating journey of Bitcoin, from secret email lists to Wall Street and beyond. Today, we will talk about the history of Bitcoin, from cypherpunks to global adoption. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. The mysterious emergence of Satoshi Nakamoto. In 2008, amid the global financial crisis, a mysterious figure using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto released the Bitcoin whitepaper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This groundbreaking paper proposed a system for decentralized digital money that did not require trust in any central authority. Instead, it relied on a combination of cryptographic principles, distributed computing, and economic incentives to maintain security and consensus. On January 3, 2009, Nakamoto launched the Bitcoin network by mining the first block, known as the Genesis block. This block famously included a reference to a headline from the Times newspaper, "Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks," signaling both the political context and the philosophical motivations behind Bitcoin's creation. Over the next few years, Nakamoto collaborated with early developers online, but by 2011, he had vanished, leaving behind a decentralized project that would continue to evolve in his absence. The early days of Bitcoin and growing interest. In Bitcoin's infancy, it was primarily a curiosity for developers, cryptography enthusiasts, and ideological supporters of decentralization. One of the earliest known commercial transactions involving Bitcoin occurred in May 2010, when programmer Laszlo Hanyecz paid 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas, valuing each Bitcoin at a fraction of a cent. At the time, this was a symbolic act, but it later gained legendary status as Bitcoin's first real-world use case. During this period, online forums like bitcointalk.org and communities on Reddit became hubs of development and debate. Exchanges such as McDocs began facilitating Bitcoin trading, enabling a broader audience to acquire and speculate on the new currency. Bitcoin's value started rising slowly, attracting attention from libertarians, tech investors, and even cybercriminals who were drawn to its pseudonymous nature. It also began to gain notoriety through the Silk Road, a dark web marketplace that used Bitcoin for illicit transactions, bringing both scrutiny and awareness to the currency. Technological innovation and community challenges. As Bitcoin adoption grew, so did its technological demands and ideological rifts. The open-source nature of Bitcoin meant anyone could propose changes, but achieving consensus was a challenge. The Bitcoin community became divided over scalability and block size debates, with one camp favoring smaller blocks for decentralization and another advocating larger blocks for transaction speed. This led to the infamous Bitcoin fork in 2017, resulting in the creation of Bitcoin Cash. At the same time, Layer 2 solutions like the Lightning Network emerged to address scalability issues by enabling faster and cheaper off-chain transactions. Meanwhile, mining underwent a dramatic transformation. What began as a hobbyist endeavor on laptops evolved into a competitive industry driven by large mining farms using specialized hardware, known as ASICs, consuming massive amounts of electricity. This evolution sparked debates over Bitcoin's environmental impact, leading to discussions on sustainable mining practices and renewable energy use in the industry. Mainstream recognition and institutional involvement. Bitcoin's turning point came when it began attracting mainstream financial and institutional interest. By the mid-2010s, major news outlets started covering its price movements and technological implications. Companies like Microsoft and Overstock began accepting Bitcoin payments, and Bitcoin ATMs started appearing in cities worldwide. In 2017, Bitcoin's price surged to nearly $20,000 before crashing in early 2018, sparking a wave of public interest and a corresponding regulatory response. Governments and financial regulators around the world began to issue guidelines, with some embracing it as an asset and others seeking to restrict or ban its use. The idea of Bitcoin as digital gold started gaining traction, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic when governments issued unprecedented levels of stimulus. This narrative was strengthened when institutional players like MicroStrategy, Tesla, and Square began purchasing Bitcoin as a treasury asset. Investment platforms such as PayPal and Robinhood began allowing users to buy and hold Bitcoin, further democratizing access. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.